Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Last race of the new year for ZRacing. Last of the flat, which means we're probably going to climbing, which means JD doesn't have as much fun in the next little bit, but that's okay. It's all good. How you guys doing? Hopefully you had a fantastic week. Got a busy week this week. Racing today, ZRacing today, ZRL tomorrow, WTRL on Thursday. I will be streaming them all as is tradition. So pretty heavy week. We'll have 2 endurance rides in Trainer Road in between those, which we don't broadcast because how boring is that? But yeah, in a minute here we will launch BetBot and do all that kind of good stuff. In the meantime, we're just warming up on Tempus Fugit. Just slow rolling. Get the legs a little blood flowing. So I think it's 3 laps today of the fan flats, which is, as the series and name indicates, a pretty flat affair. We're just going to do our regular share our video here, let people know we are out. If you can throw us a thumbs up, that is greatly appreciated. As always, it's going to be a good race today. I see that Peter and Miguel are in here. I would love to see some more. So maybe we'll see Easy. That would be awesome. I mean, if you're a C and you're watching this, we'll probably see Ethan. There are a bunch of guys that we might see in here. Road cyclist, if you're a C, just join us, man. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a fun time. Chit chat, race. And you, at the very least, can show your friends that you beat me, for whatever that matters in the world. So we're just going to copy this up, head over to the Discord, and share that about. Share it about. Oh, somebody's got a new stream. We're gonna have to check that out later. Dun 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 dun. And we also have to see if chatbot's running, which he should be. He usually peeks his head up when somebody jumps in. Bow, 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 bow. Some good stuff out there. If you're looking for YouTube videos to watch, Darren had a great race. Darren Vandit smashed it, absolutely smashed it. Miguel has a really cool video where he uses a monitor to check his breathing, to see what he's burning, and that, I don't know, I like techie kind of sciencey stuff on those regards, so that was really interesting. And then Ryan released the full PRL today If you want to see how somebody gracefully goes through the full PRL, that's the video to watch. Because my live stream, I was anything but graceful. I was a crampy guy, but you know, in my defense, I kind of woke up in the morning, I'm like, I got a ride. It's a funny thing with me, it's like, I didn't intend to do the Rafa 500, I did. I didn't intend to really do that. I did, sort of, not really. I would have, not been for a technical glitch, but hey. And yeah, it's just kind of good times for all. Is there anywhere else we can share? Share. We always share. It's always good to share. If you're in our Discord, by all means, share your streams. Helps me find them. For those who don't know, I can watch them via the Discord at work, but I can't do the YouTube-y thing at work, ironically enough. So, shared it there. I think we're all shared. Maybe we're going there. We'll do this, going live. NECs, want to race? Question mark. There we go. Yo, Miguel, how's it going? I just heard that in Norwegian Watts' Discord. They're probably all sleeping, given the time difference, but you never know. And yeah, it should be a fun time. And he put out a good video as well. He did an FTP test, which if you've watched this channel long enough, you will know that I hate FTP tests. And in my yammering and texting, I eaved off the power and lost the group. Oh well, there we go. I see you're racing today, Miguel, that's good. Hey dude, like, make sure you sign up for the ZRL. Like, all the slots are almost full, I think, already, which is crazy. Team's got people motivated to ride, which is good. We had a good ride last week for everybody that watched that. Thank you. Left a comment, cheered us on. Good race overall. Miguel, aside from his oxygen intake, one of my burning video, which is well worth the watch, was in that race as well. He's got a good video out on that. Nice flat route. Last week was Douce's Everything. Speaking of Douce's Everything, which sounds like a betting thing, which it most definitely is. Let's start the old bot. There we go, he is here. So again, this is not real money, this is just for fun. You can check out how many points, exclamation points, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll be given a bunch. And you get points for being involved in the chat, hanging out with us all, and you can get 2 times what you have if you guess correctly. Multiple options, you can see them there, just exclamation point bet, podium, top 10, top 20 loser, and how many points. And you can bet between 10 and 1,000. So if you're a high roller, or if you're just new to the game, you can throw in those bets. Now, like 20 minutes to go here. As is tradition, I'm going to jump off and stretch for a few minutes. Get my legs sorted out. Get a little bit of rolling. Take the old lacrosse ball. Get a couple pressure points. Make sure we're all set. I'm going to miss the flat races after this one. It's been nice to hit nothing but flat. I rode, pre-rode the ZRL course, not for this week. This week's kind of nasty. Next week, or sorry, no, this week is kind of nasty. Then we get a reprieve in the TTT, and then I'm just working on the final for 3 weeks for now, the Queen Stage, which is New York Everything Bagel. It's going to be a nasty ride for sure. That's going to be a nasty one. We did the Mighty Metropolitan last season, and that was a barn burner. This will be even more so. Admittedly, I'm not looking forward to this race today. I don't do flat. Really? I thought you did flat all right. Or you like a little bit of rolly, a little bit of punch. I mean, flats just kind of sit in and wait for the very end, ultimately. The problem is that in this particular division, because we're in range 2 versus range 1 would be a little bit easier, I think. I watched a couple races of range 1. Really depends on the day that you're doing it, but I mean, they were a full minute slower. Not long, steady efforts. Fair enough, fair enough. Now this will be the last one anyways, because next month it's probably all climbing, or way more climbing. Yeah, it's if too much is sucked out of your legs by the end, it's a little tough. Well, it's nice and quiet now. I just waxed the chain again on the bike, and it is sounding good. Although I have to do I have to fully service the bike before the season. I'm just kind of trying to get the last little bit out of this chain. I mean, it's indoors. It's not like it's hugely stretched out. It's not a ton of dirt either. We'll start the season with a relatively new chain. I want to make sure that I get it on the bike and run it for a bit before going outside with it. I'm not a fan of running new stuff, you know, and do big rides kind of thing. I like to have them broken in a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. The illustrious coffee break. Need those in races. And Peter's just jumped on. Starting to see people join, which is good. See, this is the kind of pace I would like for a race. In a flat race, I would like this, and then I'll have an okay kick at the end. But I just haven't had the kick at the end because we're going faster than I want to go. It's funny, I should do a video and break down actually how much effort goes into some of these things. Take a look at the intensity factor of the races and sort of break it down, because it is kind of interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I love my numbers. I do love my numbers. Okay, we're gonna use the ball. The ball. If I've never shown you the ball before, this is the Zabal. And it's just a hard, like kind of lacrosse ball, rubber, like baseball. I just kind of sit on it against the wall, and it digs in and hits that nerve point in my piriformis that that always likes to get a little bit tense, I guess, at the end of the day. But that's what we do. Do good old stretching. I should have a stretch cam is what I should have. I've got the entire workout area kind of behind. So it's like right behind the green screen. I mean, I guess if I had a rollable green screen, I could easily do that. All right. Hey, Dave, question for you. When you're live streaming, can you see who's watching or just how many? I can only see how many. The only way I know who is if they're in the chat, is kind of the thing. Yeah, it is. It is. The lacrosse ball is like the cheat code for sure. Call it the Cougar Cam. There you go. Yeah, I wish there was a way to see who watched, kind of thing. Because I'm all about reciprocation too. Like it's, I mean, people that are here, I like to try to support as best as I can. You know, go out, seek their videos, all that kind of stuff. Because I find that YouTube isn't exactly reliable for sharing everybody's stuff. There's people that I've subscribed to for a long time, and then they just stop showing me their stuff, even though I watch their stuff all the time. Don't know why. That's what YouTube does. But looks like Miguel's big money 200 on top 10. We just squeaked that off last week. This is a flat. So the flats, the fan flats, it's a 3-lapper, but it's really a 4-lapper because it's a long lead-in lap. I think there is, if I'm not mistaken, it is a draft fan and Aero is the Powerups, and there is quite a few. Like it'll be at least every lap. I think there's 2 banners potentially on the route, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I've actually raced here. It is cobbled, which is will slow people down a bit. But like I said, we're going full Aero setup. It's the elevation for this thing's nothing. Although you kind of like slowly go down, slowly go up, slowly go down. It's kind of like this weird slight roller false flat kind of deal is what it is. Hey Ryan, awesome video today, my dude. I was mentioning that at the beginning of the stream. If you haven't seen it yet, Ryan released a video today on doing the full PRL, which is a monster route. And unlike my disastrous ride, Ryan will show you how to do it with grace, coffee breaks and all. Only one sprint per lap. Yeah, there is that sprint banner, but I think as soon as you turn on out of the pens, there's that like Z banner. So I think you're gonna get a power up right almost out of the gate. Like I said, it's been a long time. You might be right, Dave. I just don't think. Oh, whoa. Welcome to the stream, Lee. Man. Lee is all in for top 20. Ooh, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of watch time. That's a lot of watch time that Lee just threw down there. High rolling. High rolling. Man. People are like, oh man, I got 50 points. Lee's just like, hey, I'm balling with 1,000, man. Lee just walked up to the poker table, gold rings all over, a nice fedora hat with a big feather and a nice purple pimp jacket, just dropped it for everybody to see. I don't know. We should actually join the event. That'll make things a little more evident. 12 in the pen. So far, 12. So there's probably about, when I signed up, there wasn't a lot. But just so you know, Peter is here, Miguel is here. I don't know who else is in here yet. So we will see. I will do some change-a-rooney. All right, so we've got, okay, so it is a sprint banner that we come through. So you're right, Dave. It's, we got power up potentially at 3.73, 8.79, 13.85, and 18.92. We've got 1943 with a massive 40 meters of elevation on what is essentially, I think 4 laps is what it is. Or maybe that sprint banner is, oh no, because that first sprint banner is where you turn on. So it's, the other one's, Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about clearly here. Is each lap 5K? Oh, wait, maybe, yeah, no, it is. It is short, 20K, so it is 5K. It is the slap banner. Bet 100. Ah, but you see, I don't think it took your bet, Ryan. You may be betting money you don't have. The bot has to tell you that you're in. Lee may have, oh yeah, Lee's bet was accepted. I'm gonna bet, it should sell you. Streamlabs should come up and say, Jay Durham, if you want to check out your points, Ryan, exclamation points will tell you how much your balance is. Just like Miguel did there. Miguel's got 520. Dave's got 155 points. It's almost tempted to make this a nightmare. We got 3 of us in here that all know each other. We should just rotate attacks off the front. Let the group catch up, go over the top. Let the group catch up, go over the top. Ooh, 100 points. Ryan's. It's bets, then it's either Dave, it's either bet, podium, top 10, one word, top 20, one word, loser, and then the amount. Oh, this is your first. Well, yes. I mean, really, you rode Douce's last week too, in a much faster group. In a much faster group. No, because top 20 will only pay out up until top 10. The instructions of the bot aren't exactly clear. So you're betting me being 11th through 20th. Loser is betting on me being 21st or later. Podium is top 3, top 10 is everything up to the podium. So Streamlabs. Why don't you just go? What is with the breakaway thing? I don't know. I really don't know what that is. It kind of worries me that the bots have gone a little rogue in that regards. Not a lot of top 10 bets, and we'll try not to disappoint you folks. There we go. You got your jet in. It's in there. The channel does not take responsibility for any gambling addiction problems that may occur by betting imaginary points on racing virtually with people that you can't see that, who knows, is probably, well, it's, to be fair, it's probably less rigged than, you know, professional boxing, so you're probably okay. You might be homeless after this. You might be. You might be. But you earn them fastly. You're here all the time, and I appreciate that, buddy. And you're gaining them as you chit-chat. The bot should be awarding you points anyways. And every once in a while, I go in there and throw some in, just for fun. You mean Mike Tyson didn't lose? Oh no, he lost, but he won, if you catch my drift. Wink, wink. All right, almost go time. $37. Ale, 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 ale. Hey, Steph. That's a good way for me to get loser. Then there's a false flat here. Do, 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 do. So far, very. There goes Peter. That's true, Steph. Whew. Five-second gap out front. Whew. There goes somebody in the chase. Close that gap quick, man. Ah. Whew. Nice job, Peter. Oh. Fast race. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Ha! I'll credit you, Lee. Oh, terrible, terrible. Everybody that picked top 10 got a freebie there. Check your points, Lee. I'll just end up crediting everybody a bunch of credits. Nicely done, Miguel. Whew. Yeah, in the tattoo world, 13 is lucky. Check your points, Lee. Make sure you got some credit there. There you go. Some free points for some people there, but that's good. Lee's gonna roll in every week now for yeah, but they drew a 31. It's funny. Offspring's one of my largest clients for work. Fun guys. Always like working with them. Yeah, Lee is rolling now. Yeah, it's weird. On my end of things, it's like you have to stop it, restart it, and then when it double clicked, it clicked the wrong one. Oddly enough, but hey, it works. It works. Oh, how we do? 3.0, 3.3. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, average watts, 251. I'm not gonna complain about that. Peter, 260. He was 4 seconds ahead, Peter? Wow. B-Fiend is probably getting upgraded. Miguel in 12th. Nicely done. Yeah, it's good stuff. Leak. Lee can just get covered in sausage dogs and grandmas. Yeah, it's a win fourth, win, and second this month. It's a fast group. Like, I mean, what I like about this group is it seems that, I mean, as much as I would like to just kind of casually roll through it and then just, you know, full out sprint rested, I think this group is good in the sense that there are people that will test and push and kind of make people, it'll up the pace. Like there was a couple times in that race that that pace was getting a little uncomfortable for where we were in the race, but that's good. And I'll take 3.0 watts per kilo. Like that's heading in the right direction. I've been doing the recon rides and then doing trainer road while I've been doing the Zwift rides, which is kind of weird because all I'm doing is hooking the power meter pedals to Zwift to do the thing, and then it's strictly ERG for trainer road. So sometimes you're going up like a 15% grade and doing 80 watts because it's your rest interval. But those workouts, I did I did threshold on the weekend, so an hour and a half of threshold, and it pushes you right to the end. Like it's like I'm done, absolutely done. So it puts you right in that that spot, and it seems to be working. So we'll see. It's interesting because ultimately what I'm doing, I'm actually doing way less mileage than I normally do, which kind of makes me a little bit worried because I like to do a lot of zone 2 stuff, which I haven't been doing so much of. And it's taken the races of, like I said, I've got 3 this week. I've got today, tomorrow ZRL, and Thursday is WTRL TTT. So it's a heavy week, and then 2 endurance rides through Trader Road. So they cut out the interval stuff because it is a heavy race week, and you know, pushing up at your FTP, which mine is 259 at the moment, I think it is. So when I'm pushing like 251 for a race, I'm like riding right on that line. So we'll see. We'll see. It was fun. I gotta get the Leroy Jenkins in the chat. That I've got to work on. Those of you racing ZRL, the recon is out for that. Just finishing off the New York one now. Time trial one's ready for next week. Yeah, it's been busy. 1,124 in the sprint. I don't even know what I was doing. Like, I just had my head down. I was just pushing as hard as I could for as long as I could. 5.9 is not high. Not high. That number's been suffering as of late. I think it's just because we're burning so close to FTP that getting that extra kick's kind of hard. But 11:24 is great, man. It's great. Interesting. I was comparing, because all my 2024 numbers are strictly indoor, and it's funny, like, I don't know how many of you guys are riding outdoors as well, but I don't know if it's the trainer or what it is, but everything is like lower indoors, mainly because I don't think you can get the body English in the sprint. I was thinking about getting a rocker plate, but I changed my mind because rocker plates go the opposite of what you do in the sprint, and I don't want to mess that up. So I don't want to be, messing with form. Hey, Darren, how's it going? Yeah, you're a bit late. It's always replay. In all honesty, I never get to join the chat of yours. I get to see them live, but I don't get to do it. But yeah, it's good. I mean, we got a group here, good group here. We should get a bunch of C racers out. I think it would be awesome. Like, I think Darren, you're close to C, Miguel C, Peter C, I'm C, Ryan C, Norwegian Watts is C, Ethan Keys is C, Road Cyclist is C. Like, there is a ton of C's. We should, at some point, figure out a good time, probably on a weekend, for all of us to just kind of drop in and bombard, I want to say a crit race, and get on somebody's Discord and communicate and absolutely just blow it up, and have a good time. Yeah, rocker plate is great for the movement and it's good for long distance, but sprinting, no. And I do not want to start messing with that. No, you could always sandbag for a couple weeks, Darren, like go and soft race a few things. Aaron got dropped for a race. Rocker plate, good zone 2. Lee won all the points today. Yeah. Yeah, you missed out, Darren. Like, Lee's taking everybody's money. Lee is the pimp here in the gambling ring. He won like 6,000 points today. He's rich. He's rich. He's giving out loans. He's charging a high percentage. Sounds like a loan shark, but it's how it is here. Well, we'll have the bank of Lee, and he'll be like distributing them out, and if you don't pay him back, he'll probably like break a spoke on your bike or something like that until you pay. It's good money, and then everybody that bet top 10 got paid out too. So it's like, I think Lee was the only one that bet top 20. If somebody else did and I notice it in the chat, I will credit you as well. I got to figure out what's going on with that. Maybe I just run it longer and then have it close, like run it for like a 2-hour span. Pimp slap. Redeem Lee's points. There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Well, that is it for me. I'm going to jump off the bike here. Racing ZRL tomorrow. I know it's a little late for you guys, but if you are racing tomorrow in ZRL, best of luck. It's going to be a nasty race for anybody who's not a climber. Darren will be in his own. You should have a great Lee gambled. We are at the start of his new addiction, which is gambling on Zwift races. Daniel Zwift. Yeah. There you go. All right, gents. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We will catch you all, and until next time, see ya.